Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoughts from the Throne. Just getting home, coming off a hugely successful UK tour with Impact Wrestling. It was amazing. I want to thank all the fans that came out and supported TNA in Glasgow, in Manchester, and in London. 3 amazing shows, several great hours of wrestling TV you're going to have to watch the next few Fridays on Destination America. Some of the best TV I think the company has ever produced, and I don't know what WWE has planned for the road to WrestleMania, but this is going to be TV that's going to be hard to compete with, and I'm saying that honestly and from a fair perspective. Some amazing standout matches on this trip from guys like Bobby Roode, Bobby Lashley, Kurt Angle, Eric Young, Rockstar Spud, Ethan Carter III, myself, of course, always trying to provide standout matches. And it was a great tour for me. I was a little sad that Jeff was injured. As you see, it happened on the Lockdown television show in the cage match against the Revolution. Jeff wasn't on this tour with me, so I had to go at it alone. Although I did get to share the ring with the Wolves a little bit, which is great. There's a huge mutual respect between the Hardys and the Wolves. But anyway, I enjoyed the UK tour. Thank all you fans for being amazing. It was a truly, truly fun time. And on top of this, I didn't have my brother there, but I did have my wife there. And on top of the amazing trip, we spent a couple of days in London, and it was truly amazing. We saw all the cool stuff in London that you can see. You know, we went to the Buckingham Palace. We went to Big Ben. We got to go to the London Dungeon. We went shopping. We did all kinds of cool things. The London Eye, too much stuff to even say. And one thing I can always recommend to each and every one of you, if you're ever out and you are traveling, if you're working, try and make time for yourself and try and do things. Try and take in the scenes, try and learn about other cultures. It's really something you appreciate when you're older, but as you're younger, try and learn to do it. It's a good thing to get in the habit of doing. Also on this trip, for me, I got to spend a lot of time with all the other members of the Impact Wrestling roster. And it was really cool. We had a couple of 4 or 5 hour bus rides in between towns, and it's a really great group of guys and gals. But the guys, they bust their ass, they work hard, and then on the bus ride, you know, there was a lot of guys talking wrestling, talking shop, and there was no politics, no bullying, no bullshit, just a lot of guys who really have the same vision and the same passion to do great in professional wrestling and to put out a great professional wrestling product for the fans. Even one night on the bus, there was a freestyle rap-off between myself, EC3, and MVP. Even John Cena would have been proud of this one. It was a lot of fun. Good group of guys. Speaking of MVP, I wanted to share MVP's story with you that we just actually talked about on one of these bus rides. I'd completely forgotten about. Back when MVP and I, we were running hard as allies and as enemies, obviously. I was feuding for him for the U.S. title, and we were also tag team champions. There was one night that we found ourselves together at a sports bar. We were getting a bite to eat after a show, and while we were there, some of the people that were in the restaurant/bar were excited that 2 WWE wrestlers were there. And one woman who kept flocking over to us asking for autographs and pictures, her ex was there, or some guy she dated at some point, and she said, "Hey, you better leave me alone, because if you don't, these WWE wrestlers, they're gonna kick your ass." You know, and then this guy, he was drunk, he was wasted, and he came up to me and MVP said, "I'm not afraid of WWE wrestlers." He said, "You know what? I'll take both of you on." He said, "Come on, bring it on." And we said, "Hey, man, you better calm down. Chill out a little bit, man. We're just here trying to enjoy ourselves, have a good time, get a little bite to eat." And he pulled out a knife on myself and MVP. And we were outside in this little outside area of the sports bar, and this guy pulled out a knife and he starts, you know, swinging it and swiping it at us. And myself and MVP, we kind of circled the wagons and went to each side of him. And I said, "Look, man, seriously, you better think this thing through, because we aren't the people that you want to be threatening or messing with right now." And this guy said, "I don't care. I'm not scared of you because you do that wrestling on TV. I know what that's all about. You guys ain't real fighters." And the next thing I know, MVP had already taken a chair that he'd grabbed, and he'd hit this guy across the back, and he beat this guy down. And eventually I grabbed MVP. I said, "Whoa, partner. It's okay. This guy's got it." And MVP really did. Like the Beatdown Clan, in a street fight, he beat this guy up with a chair and left him laying there. I remember getting down this guy's face and said, "How'd that work out for you?" The cops came, and, you know, obviously we were just in self-defense. This guy pulled a knife on us. But for all you people who don't believe MVP is legit in what he does in this Beatdown Clan, that he is truly street, he is as street and he is legitimate as he gets. And, you know, I like MVP. We don't always see eye to eye, but I do like MVP. One thing I want to say in closing is this weekend I'm going to be performing in New York tomorrow night in FWE against Drew Galloway. A lot of you guys remember him as Drew McIntyre from the WWE. And Drew's an amazing talent. We had an amazing battle at WrestleCade and I'm excited to sit in the ring and do it with him again. I'm excited to get in there and go toe-to-toe and fight with Drew once more. This time, the ICW title is on the line, and if I win this thing, I'm going to be coming over to Scotland to defend it regularly, and I'm going to be very proud to do it. But regardless, you guys make sure to come out tomorrow night, FWE, Matt Hardy versus Drew Galloway. It's going to be one hell of a fight. The next night, I'm going to Milwaukee. I'm going to be at the Milwaukee Admirals hockey game. Myself and Kevin Nash, we're going to be signing autographs. We're going to be meeting with fans, a meet and greet, and everybody's going to be having a good time. And then I come back home on Monday, or Tuesday, I fly down to Florida, and we start resuming tapings with Impact Wrestling. We're going to be doing some one-night-only pay-per-views, and we're also going to be doing some of their Explosion tapings. So it's a busy time in the life of Matt Hardy, and I'm excited to have each and every one of you here along with me for the ride. You guys be well, and we'll see you next time on Thoughts from the Throne.
Keep coming back. I got a family to feed.
Get with it, boy.